For the circulatory system playlist, this is going to be our video 6, and we're going to be talking about how blood actually travels through the heart. So today I'm going to explain how blood travels through the heart step by step in a simple and clear way. So the heart is always working because your body needs oxygen all the time. It beats about 100,000 times a day to keep blood moving. The heart works like two pumps. One side sends blood to the lungs, and the other sends it to the body. It runs in a continuous loop. So the right side, it collects blood from the body and sends it to the lungs, while the left side collects the oxygenated blood from the lungs and sends it to the body. So like our very first video, we talked about the heart. So the heart has four chambers: the right atrium, the right ventricle, the left atrium, the left ventricle, and each chamber has a specific role in moving blood to the correct direction. So there are two types of blood in our body: oxygen-rich blood and oxygen-poor blood. Blood changes as it moves throughout the body. So usually oxygen-poor blood is blue, while oxygenated blood or oxygen-rich blood is coded as red, and it's usually oxygen-rich after it goes to the lungs. So blood that already delivered oxygen returns from the body and enters the right atrium of the heart. So once the blood is done delivering to the organs, it comes back to the right atrium through the superior and inferior vena cava. So from the right atrium, blood moves into the right ventricle, which prepares it to be pumped to the lungs. So it passes through the tricuspid valve, which prevents blood from flowing backwards. So then the right ventricle contracts and sends blood to the lungs where it will pick up oxygen. So it sends the deoxygenated blood to the pulmonary artery, and that's the only artery in the body that carries low oxygen blood. So in the lungs, carbon dioxide is removed from the blood and oxygen is added. This is called the gas exchange. So during the gas exchange, CO2 leaves the blood and oxygen enters the blood through the tiny alveolar sacs. So now oxygen-rich blood returns to the heart and enters the left atrium. So it returns to the heart through the pulmonary veins and it enters the left atrium, the final stop before heading to the rest of the body. So next, the blood moves into the left ventricle, which is the strongest chamber in the heart. It passes through the mitral bicuspid valve, sealing the chamber for a powerful contraction. So the left ventricle pumps oxygen-rich blood to the entire body through the arteries, and it pumps it into the aorta. And then from the aorta, oxygen-rich blood is delivered to every organ and tissue in the body. So this is a full cycle of blood flow from the body to the heart to the lungs and back to the body again. So it starts from the body, it returns low oxygen, and then it moves from the right atrium to the right ventricle, and then the gas exchange happens in the lungs, and then it moves from the left atrium to the left ventricle, and then it delivers to the body and starts the loop all over again. So this process is important because it delivers oxygen, removes waste, and keeps every organ functioning. So it provides oxygen to every cell for energy. It removes waste from your body, and it's obviously life support, keeping you alive. So in summary, the heart is a non-stop double pump that keeps blood flowing in a continuous loop to keep us alive. And these are my image sources.